Yeah, absolutely. And this is our 49th Football House Top 25 that we've put out since 2022.
That's
And
nuts.
over this past week, I went back and I looked at every single top 25 that we've ever put out since week one of 2022. And I kind of put together kind of, a little bit of a, kind of breakdown of where some teams have kind of fit into our rankings historically. Um, it's a little bit out there, but I kind of wanted to explain it. So over the past, this entire summer, especially leading into August, when my brain has not been completely wired towards preparing for football and college football, I've kind of been reading a lot of comic books and I've been watching a lot of Batman the animated series. I don't know if you guys have watched this, so I felt like a way for me to kind of convey some of our historical rankings. I wanted to convey it through a kind of a DC Comics lens. So looking at the 49 polls that we've put out, only 3 teams have ever been featured in all 49. That being Ohio State, Georgia, and Alabama. Um, Notably, Michigan, who was our 2023 House Enterprise Football House National Champion, finished number 1 in our final poll. They've missed the rankings 8 times. A couple teams that have missed it just once: Oregon and Ole Miss. Tennessee and Penn State have missed it just twice. However, teams like Oregon, Ole Miss, and Tennessee, even when they haven't made the top 25, they have at least received votes in 49 out of 49 polls. So that's pretty good. I, symbolize that with Batman giving a little bit of a thumbs up here. These teams, shown here on ice by Mr. Freeze, have not appeared in a top 25 on the Football House since 2022. In the bottom right corner, you see Houston. Houston has not been in the rankings since our first ever top 25, all the way back in week 1 of 22. So, again, kind of a watershed year for these teams. Maybe they can kind of make some noise. Looking at it right now, I'm not seeing a lot that can, but we'll see. And then finally, symbolized here by just the Joker going absolutely insane. These are teams that have not only never made the top 25, but in 49 polls, we have never given them a single vote. A little caveat here: Delaware and Missouri State obviously have never received a vote, but they just joined the FBS this year, so I feel like they haven't really been absent from the poll long enough to go insane like some of these other teams. A couple teams that are I find really notable on here: Auburn has never received a vote. They've vastly underperformed in this decade. Northwestern, almost all of Conference USA. Like, Conference USA does not do well in our polls. And a lot of Sun Belt teams, a lot of Group of 5 teams in general, kind of natural. Obviously the power gap between the power conferences and the Group of 5 continues to grow. But if I could offer hope for the 50 teams, I counted 50 teams on this graphic, there is some. These 3 teams, Colorado State, Purdue, and Western Kentucky, each received their first ever votes in the House Enterprise Top 25 in this year's preseason poll. So for all of you that are looking back and thinking, man, our team is just completely in the gutter, there is always hope. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. But
wow,
now
that was beautiful. That
I
was
love it.
that
Love
was
the
beautiful.
analytics behind all of that.